Hey guys, in today's video, we're finally going to be doing it. We're going to be building the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure. As you saw from the last video, I did the Mr. Knight figure review, right? That was the last figure from this wave. I'm going to be reviewing, unless I find a Moon Knight somewhere in the wild. But other than that, last figure from this wave, I'll be reviewing. I have every Build-A-Figure piece. It took weeks upon weeks on getting this, and I'm so excited that I finally get to do this. And yeah, we're gonna hop right into this video. But first, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post a mirror or go live on this very channel. Leave down in the comments below your favorite episode from the What If series. Leave down in the comments below because I want to know and have a conversation and debate with you guys. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into this video. And remember, you're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue intro. Welcome to Superheroes 101, where the superheroing is never done. My name's Xavier Lee, for those of you who don't know me, and I'll be your host. And you can tell by my stutter at the beginning, I'm very, very excited to do this figure because I've really been wanting this figure in the Marvel Legends line and just the character in general, because this villain was a treacherous villain throughout the multiverse, and I really hope we see him in future MCU films, which I'm going to talk about further on in this video. But yeah, y'all already know what we're doing in this video, so yeah, there's no box to really show, so let's get straight into the toy reviewing, toy looking at, accessory looking at, stuff, and actually building this figure. So yeah. Alright guys, we got all these pieces here collected from all the figures from this wave. I feel like this is my favorite Marvel Legends wave to date, honestly, and this is my first ever Build-A-Figure, to be honest. I have a bunch of Build-A-Figures in my accessory drawer that I've never finished. So yeah, we're finally going to be building it. So, this part, the Toy Story piece, came with Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. The head, along with the batons, came with Sharon Carter, the Power Broker. Yeah. And then, which one is left and which one is right? I can't really tell. I know the left leg came with Clint Barton, the right arm came with Kate Bishop, and then let me get the box and actually look at which came with which. So wait, so the right arm came with Mr. Knight, the torso came with Ms. Marvel, the left leg came with She-Hulk, the right leg came with I'm looking at this off camera. The right leg came with Kate Bishop, and then the left arm came with Clint Barton, Hawkeye, and then the head and spear piece came with Sharon Carter. So yeah, I had to look at that real fast because, as you could already tell from that clip, I was struggling because I thought I could do that off the top of my head. So yeah. Let's just get to the reviewing portion of this video. Not reviewing, we can't review it yet without building it. So first we're going to start off with the legs. Now, which one is the right leg and which one is the wrong leg to put on? I have no idea because both of these legs look the same. So I hope I don't get it wrong, but I think this one goes on this side. So we're going to peg it in, if I can squeeze it in. Wait, let me do it off camera. Alright, got it in. Now let's do the other leg. We're going to build this like a Megazord, and then we're going to do like the head last. Of course, because we are also a Power Rangers channel as well. So yeah, we're going to peg this in. I'm going to do it off camera again because these can be tricky. I maybe should have had a hairdryer on hand to soften up the plastic, but you know. Trying to peg it in. So this one is very hard to peg in. That's the thing with Build-A-Figures. They are very hard to peg in the limbs to because usually Marvel Legends figures come with their parts already ported in. So you have to, like, you know, force them in. And it's very hard to do sometimes because it's done by the factory. Alright, got both legs in. Now we're going to move on to the arms because that was painful. The right arm, because I know my directions. Alright, if I can get it past this, you know, shoulder pad piece, Let's build it. Let's snap him in. Let's see if it fits. Hopefully it will. I'm just gonna say that this plastic around the shoulder piece is very stiff, and I hope it doesn't hinder any articulation. Now let's snap it in. Hopefully we can snap it in. Again, let me do this off camera before I do something wrong. And I just figured out that the cape piece can come off because it did. But like, yeah, let's just, you know, port this into the figure. Alright. Y'all, the arm is in. I'm probably going to cut all this out because this is a lot of struggling that I'm doing. Alright, and then we're going to get this arm in. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. My hands are kind of sweaty right now because I've been filming. And, yeah. Like, these shoulder pads are very stiff. Like the plastic. Oh, I got it in. Y'all, I got it in. Alright, next up, we're going to do the baton piece. And this one is rather easy because I snapped this together a couple times. And then, voila, the baton. And then we're going to put the cape back on because it kind of fell off while I was trying to peg this figure back in. Hopefully I can get it back in. Or was it supposed to come off? Who knows? Who knows? But we're gonna figure it out. I don't know if the cape was supposed to come off, y'all. Like, I really don't think it was supposed to come out. But, like, you know, only me. Let's just continue to port this in. I'm gonna cut the video so I can try to put this on off camera. So, I'm gonna be back. Y'all, that took about 20 to 30 minutes of finagling. But I got it. I don't think it was supposed to go in the divot in the back. I think it's just supposed to tuck underneath the shoulder pads. So that's on my bad. I'm glad I didn't break the figure though. Piece of resistance. Ultravision's head. This will bring the figure to life. And there he is, y'all. There he is. Ultravision himself. I am so happy that I have this figure, y'all. Because I've been wanting, I don't want to say I've been wanting this figure, but like, this villain was so treacherous, so like villainous in What If. It's just great to have him in like the action figure line, because it's like he's a terrifying villain who went throughout who conquered his own universe, right, as Ultron. But then gained universal consciousness, right? And then went to other universes and took them over. And it was absolutely crazy and insane how that scene unfolded in What If. So, yeah, I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit just so you can get a better view of him. He is very, very, very tall. I don't usually measure my figures, but I have a ruler next to me. And he's standing at about... I'm holding the ruler upside down. He's standing at about 6.5 inches. Like, he is terrifying. But like this whole, you know, like saber piece, right? The Marvel Legends team were not playing when it came to this thing, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but this thing is 10 inches long. 10 and a quarter inches long. Like, this thing is crazy. Right? Same with this figure. I love this Build-A-Figure concept, and I love What If. And yeah, I really love this figure, right? So yeah, let's start looking at his detailing. So right off the bat, you notice like the silver and different colors on his suit, right? I love this figure so much. It's so cool, right? On his chest, you see the Infinity Stones, and then you see the Mind Stone on his head, the primary stone that he uses. And then you see his, you know, robotic design going all the way down here. And then going down the legs, where they're skinnier legs, right? More humanoid-like, which makes sense, because Vision is a synthezoid almost close to a human. And then going around, we have this animated color-shaded cape, which looks really cool. right? And then going up the back, we have this peg where the cape can come in, and then we have more detailing on the back, not as much. It's pretty plain on the back, which is standard because, you know, a cape is covering it, and plus it's the back of the figure. He was looking at the back of the figure. And then we have like the arms with the gold trim on it, and then this fantastic like spear saber thing. And then we have a sprawled out open hand on this side, and then going back up the figure, you have the Ultron vision. You have the Vision face underneath it, which looks really cool. And then you also have just really cool deco all throughout the figure. So yeah. Next up, I'm going to do some articulation. Hopefully you guys can see it. So his head can move up that far, which is great because when you get him in a flight pose, he can look up because he flies quite a bit throughout the finale of the series and throughout the series as a whole, right? He has a very pliable cape. His head can move 360 all the way around. Whatever position you want to get it in, you can get it in. He has not really any head tilting, but then he has these arms that they don't really move 360 because of the shoulder pads, and then the shoulder pads keep down the cape, so you don't really want them to go anywhere, but the arms can move out all the way like that. They can move down, they can move out, back, and then they have a double jointed arm joint, right? Both hands are at a vertical joint and move up and down. And then moving down the figure, he can crunch forward this much, back that much. I think, no, he doesn't have waist swivel, but he does have upper abdomen swivel, right? He can kick forward this much, back this much, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, y'all. Look at them knees. Look at them knees. Double jointed knees. And then his foot can move down this much, up this much. And he has beautiful ankle pivot. This figure is so amazing, and it feels so great because I got every figure by myself, and I just feel accomplished because I got the end result, which was this figure, and I really, really wanted this figure, this character in my collection. So yeah. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see it, but for my final comparison, I wanted to show him compared to Wonder Woman, because the DC McFarlane multiverse line is taller than these guys, and I wish these two lines were a little bit more in frame, but I'm not completely upset about it because, again, it's two different lines. But I feel like Infinity Ultron should be a little bit taller, at least taller than Wonder Woman, and she is a 7-inch action figure at least, right? She should be tall, he should be taller, but, you know, give and take. So, yeah. Alright, so after like 30 minutes of posing, I finally got him to stand over here. This figure was a pain to stand on a flight stand or by itself with a baton because the giant baton thing is so heavy, it balances to one side, right? I can't blame Marvel for that. I mean, I kind of can, because I wish the proportions were a little bit more proportionate, and I feel like if the figure was taller, the weight would have been distributed a little bit more, and maybe if the baton was like hollow, it would have worked better. But like, I like the figure still. Here's the final comparison between all the figures from the wave I've already reviewed: She-Hulk, Clint Barton, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, Mr. Knight, and Sharon Carter. There's an area empty over here. Moon Knight, if I ever get him, will go here. So yeah, this is the final comparison of the wave. I'm going to give him an 8.5 because the amount of struggle I had with putting the figure together and trying to stand it was like very annoying. I do recommend you get it, but I recommend you get it with the right caution, right? Because if he falls, if Infinity Ultron falls, this entire thing is done. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this figure. 8.5 out of 10. Would recommend go get you this wave because it's a fantastic wave of figures, minus the minor setbacks I've had with Infinity Ultron. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I'm exhausted. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. You're going to find it every time I post or go live on this very channel. Comment down below your favorite what episode because I want to know and have a conversation, debate with you guys. Follow my Instagram and TikTok for the most exclusive Heroes 101 content. And if you want any more Marvel Legends or all-around superhero-related content, superhero fandom-related content, you're going to have to wait till next video. And remember, yippee-ki-yay, let's ride!